Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy butchered that. Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Pony Montana, and in this video, we are going to be going over some man coverage tips. Mainly one man coverage tip that's going to take your man defense, and it's going to go from damp to clamps. Your defense is going to be a lot better after you watch this video. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below anything that you guys would like to see. And if you guys haven't, make sure you guys are clicking that link down in the description, because it will link you to the Twitch channel where all the action happens live, and I would love to see you guys in the chat. Now, without further ado, we are coming out in one of the, obviously, the meta defenses. We're going to come out and cover one whole press out of the double A gap, nickel double A gap. It's a meta formation because there's a, mid blitz is running rampant through these weekend league streets, and a lot of people are spamming stuff like this. So why not teach you guys how to run it yourselves? So people are either spamming mid blitz or they're spamming absolute no pressure. And when that happens, they have their guys in the middle, in the interior, pretty much going crazy, sitting there with double or nothing, and they're spamming it a lot. And it's frustrating to whoever's playing. Now, I'm here to talk about how to make your man coverage defense better and why your man coverage defense hasn't been that great. And the reason that is, and it's a weird one, it's because of shading. Shading has never been more important than this year, in my opinion, because a lot of people used to shade, but it used to be more towards zones in previous years. This year, shading when you're running man coverage, it's literally one of the most important things that you guys can do. Now, a lot of people, when they're running man coverage, let's just call corner strike. A lot of people, when they're running man coverage, they're pressing and then they're shading over the top. If you guys don't know how to shade, it's triangle or Y to access the coverage adjustments. And then if you look to the bottom right, if you shade over the top, it's right stick up. To shade underneath, it's right stick down. You can shade to the inside, you can shade to the outside. Now, a lot of people are sitting there spamming man coverage with one step aheads. If you guys don't know what one step aheads are, it's an ability in the game that you can put on your cornerbacks for 3 ability points, and it helps your cornerbacks react quicker to wide receiver cuts. It makes man coverage really, really good. Now, a lot of the times when you have that and you're having trouble still with defense, this is a brain dead defense, mind you. You don't really have to do much with one step ahead. You can just call it, do what I'm about to tell you, and then just let it go. Now, one thing that you guys can do is just stop shading over the top. When you shade over the top, the guys don't press, okay? So you're sitting there, you got your guy that's sitting there with Amos, right? We're just going to press Savage, and we're going to user this guy. When you guys shade over the top, which I just did, they don't press. Like, you're not going to get a press animation from anybody that's on the offensive side of the ball. And I'm going to show you guys that for just for now, because you guys need to. This is the difference between why some one step aheads work better than others. And it's simply because of shading. That's why shading is so important. You see how the wide receiver just gets right off the ball? Boom. The corner doesn't really react to anything else. Like, they don't really press. They don't do anything. They're just able to run their route. And if you put them on a streak, it's the same situation. They're just able to run their routes. Now, when you have a one step ahead, the reason why one step aheads are so important and so dangerous in this game, It's simply because they react quicker to the cut. So if you're pressing them and you're running a slant, that one step ahead is going to react to that slant quicker than he is if you're backing them up. But once you start backing them up, that's why people can't get beat deep. It's because their man coverage is being shaded over the top. That's why even if you have a Tyreek Hill or a Randy Moss, well, maybe not a Tyreek Hill in regs, but a Tyreek Hill in MUT, it's different because you also have cornerbacks that are really, really fast. Now, in MUT, in regs, I mean, Tyreek Hill is pretty much burning anybody that's pressing him. That's just a reality. That's going to happen in real life. It's going to happen in Madden. That's one thing that they got kind of right, is Tyreek Hill is burning you over the top. Now, for MUT, if you press and have coverage over the top, this is going to be something that people run right here, right? So we're going to press, and we're going to shade underneath this time, and you're going to see that these guys all try to press. They all tried to press, and the pressure with two people got there. Now, obviously, he broke the sack, which is fine and dandy. He broke another sack. Can you just, what is going on? But now I'm going to show you the replay and see how much different it is once you shade underneath. This guy is still there, right? And this is reg, so these guys don't even have one step ahead. And he's there, and that route is clamped up. This route is kind of clamped up because he's underneath him. So he's shading underneath, and with one step ahead, instead of him being able to just cut straight out and get that, this guy, the cornerback, is gonna be in front of that ball because of how important it is to shade underneath. It's absolutely wild, and it's something that we all should be doing when we're running man coverage. Now, obviously, you can back a guy up if you guys don't want him to shade underneath, but that shading underneath is literally something that will take your man coverage and bring it to the next level. You guys are going to be able to clamp up a lot more people with just that tip alone. Shading has never been more important, so make sure if you guys are bringing man coverage out on the field, you have help over the top. Because let's face it, no one is just sending every single person on the offense out on a streak. That just does not happen. No one is sending 12 people straight on 6 verticals on streaks. You never really have to deal with that. Now, if you're scared of that, then use your safety. Make sure that you're not getting beat over the top by anyone, but make sure you guys are shading underneath because it will make your man coverage very, very hard for anybody to beat. It's gonna be tough. Now, you will get beat over the top from time to time when you're trying to adjust too fast to a couple things, but make sure that your man coverage is top tier. And this is what top tier players do, is they're not shading over the top anymore. They're mixing that up so that you have to adjust to what they're doing. We used to have to adjust to the offense more. Now offense has to adjust to the defense 10 times more than ever, simply because it's not just a let's get in strong tight and run halfback dive all game. You have to, it's tough. It's very, very tough to beat a defense like this. You're just pressing. That's all you're doing is pressing and shading underneath, and the man coverage is literally just clamps. It's very, very hard to beat. My name is Pony Montana. Hopefully this tip helps bring your defense to the next level, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love. I'm Nick Merckx, and I love you guys. Stay beautiful.